Hey, good morning, team. It is Tuesday, August 8th. I'm Amy Corr, and I'm here with Kevin Van Eck, and we are live out of the Goose Island office. So again, here it is. It's summertime, and we're talking about just one thing you can do this week to make sure that you are moving the needle in your business, right? So we've got another great topic. Make sure that you've got your coffee filled up, your mug is hot, or it's filled with ice cold coffee, whatever it may be this summer, and let's get into the next episode of Coffee with Amy and Kevin.
Yes, good morning everyone. Good morning, Amy. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, let's get right into it. Just one thing today. We're talking about morning routines. So before you click off and stop the video because you're tired of hearing about morning routines or you think it's going to be some big full-blown thing that you're never going to do, that's not it. It's going to be just one thing. We're going to readdress morning routines today.
Yeah, I love it. And I think really the idea that we want to talk about today as it relates to a morning routine is just what can you do for 10 minutes to change your morning? Because if you are like Kevin and I think probably most people right now, you know, as we're in August, more than midway through the year, we're kind of all over the place, right? All those great things that we promised ourselves we would do in January are long gone, right? For some, maybe not all of us. But so what we really wanted to have you think about is, you know, it's the middle of summer. We are having a great time enjoying wonderful weather, probably hanging out and doing great things with family and friends. And we love doing that. But I know that even for myself personally, when that happens, my schedule kind of goes haywire, right? And so what we want you to start thinking about as August, you know, is here now, but as we soon get into the fall market, and that's going to be busy, and we're going to want to really be focused on that, what can we be doing just right now to kind of start anchoring ourselves? So again, we just want you to think about 10 minutes in the morning. What can we do to get ourselves right?
That's right. It is really, and same, like Amy said, we've sort of fallen off. You probably have as well. Maybe your routine has changed. In Chicago, it's the best time to be outside. So I know we're all trying to spend as much time outside, and that throws off our routine. And so when we do talk about this morning routine, it's what I mentioned earlier. It's really simple. We're just talking about one thing. Amy's mentioned 10 minutes. We're not going to look to encourage you to get up at 4 a.m. and have a full 3-hour thing till 7 a.m. and read an entire book, run a marathon, do all of these things. That's not the goal. The goal is to pick one thing to anchor your morning that you can focus on that will either set the mood or tone for your day and put you in the right perspective for success, or something that maybe is self-care, something that is learning, self-development. So we'll give you a couple suggestions here.
Yeah, I've actually got a few. So the first one's really easy. You can wake up, open your eyes, stretch a little bit, even just grab your phone or a notebook that's right next to your bed, and maybe you just start with some simple gratitudes. Are there 3 things in the morning that you can jot down that you're thankful for, that you know you realize are an important part of your life? Thinking about those things in the morning with that positivity can really set the tone for your day. This other really cool suggestion is, you know, maybe finding a book that is inspirational and just reading a couple of pages from it every morning. If you're not a reader, like some of us may not be, you could also listen to something. There's this awesome podcast that I found. I actually had it written down. It's called One Quote a Day. So you can find it on Apple, wherever you look at your podcasts, but it's one quote a day and it's under 10 minutes. And it's all of these awesome quotes from really inspirational, amazing actors, actresses, you know, writers, business people. And I love it because it's daily. So you just get this quick daily dose and it's just this kind of nice inspiration. It's kind of just sets your mood because you are hearing from somebody else about a perspective in life, and it kind of just sets you right. So check it out if that's something that sounds of interest to you. Or the other thing that I like and I tend to try to do is get myself up and moving. So if you've gone off the wagon, which I know I have for a while with exercise or something like that, you know, maybe you just take 10 or 15 minutes to just even get up, jump on the treadmill, take the dog out for a quick walk, whatever it may be. I know there's lots of different options for how you want to start your day, but just taking a quick 10 minutes and figuring out how, as Kevin said, can I anchor myself so that the rest of my day really is on that great trajectory.
Yeah, I have to check out that podcast because you just told me about it this morning.
Yeah.
So I'm going to check that out. One other thing that came to mind as you were talking really quickly, Andrew Huberman, this is the easiest thing on earth you could potentially do. He says to get outside, stare at the sun, look into the light. It's going to affect your mood and energy level for the rest of the day. So really impactful. And literally you go outside and you look at the sun.
And for us in Chicago, do it now, because when Kevin tells me to go outside and look at the sun in January, might not be as easy to do.
It's a different experience in January here in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yes. So thank you for joining us. Just one thing, let us know in the comments what you are doing in your morning routine, that one thing you're going to add for 10 minutes or less. Doing these things in the morning is going to help you to focus. And remember, what you focus on expands. If you start your day correctly and you use this 10-minute window of time for something that we talked about, great. It will help you focus the rest of the day. And speaking of focus, we have a Ninja installation here in Chicago, September 5 to 8. So in just under a month it starts and kicks off. We wanted to invite you. So make sure you go to apppropertiesninja.com. There are a few spots left.
Yeah.
You can see the link right here. So go and check it out. And if you're interested, let us know. And if you are really interested, register.
Yeah, we'd love to see you.
Yeah.
All right, so we hope you enjoyed this just one thing for this week. Make it a great Tuesday. And remember, until we see you next week, you got this.